Hi class, this is just a quick overview of your portfolio strategy in case you have some questions. And what it's going to do is prepare you for your personal portfolio. So make sure that this is not for the fictitious assignment. This is for your professional portfolio. And in this portfolio, you'll be putting either student work and or professional work that you may have. You do not have to put all of your work. This does not have to be complete. This is a draft that you will be completing. You'll only have 1 week to work on it. And but this is the preparation for that. Okay, you will then be working on that portfolio over the next year, no doubt. So do not feel that you don't have enough work. You will have work by then. Before you graduate. The main thing you're going to be doing is thinking about how you're going to organize yourself at this point, all right? And you're just creating a skeleton to help you move forward. Your strategy then is going to include the branding style guide that you just submitted. You're going to include that. It's going to include the sitemap, a simple outline of your main navigation pages, and a wireframe graphic layout that will represent each of the pages on your navigation. Now, if you have a one scroll, you still will have a wireframe that is separate for each page, as if it was not a scroll. You will have a placement for the logo, the navigation, the footer, anything that is going to be on the screen when you hit that certain section, even if you're scrolling to it. And hopefully your navigation is still there and not interfering with content. Maybe it's fixed. So that's what your wireframe and sitemap are. They go together. They should reflect one another and be the same in that sense. Be the same number of pages. Your content inventory, it may sound different or vague, but really it's just going to be an asset list for you. What is going to go on your portfolio site? You're going to be thinking about it. You may have to find some things and you don't know where you put them. Maybe they're in your YouTube because you uploaded it to an assignment. Maybe it's in the assignment still if you don't have it or had a problem with your backup. Always back up your work as soon as you do it. But if that didn't happen, think about what you want on your site, where it's going to be, and then put that all in a folder. Okay, and that's what you're going to take a screenshot of to submit for this particular strategy. You're going to submit that you have put everything in a folder as it relates to your portfolio, and you're just going to show me that. Your screenshots are going to have titles. I get a lot that don't, but that's one of your goals, is to title your screenshots if you're using those in your portfolio. Make sure you're titling your images and your videos. Keep them short but relevant, okay? Because many of these, when you upload them, want images that are JPEGs with long numbers, go ahead and name everything while you can. I don't deduct points if it's not named, but this is what's going to help you. You can write an objective for yourself and a tagline. A tagline is very short. It's your service. It's not a slogan. It doesn't say, we are bringing creativity to your doorstep. It's nothing like that. It's a tagline that says cinematography or photographer. It might say media manager. It might say social media manager, marketing manager. It could say, anything, but it needs to be your service in a nutshell. It needs to be on every page ultimately, but it's just letting you know where you're going. And so it's a good thing to think about, one of the most important things. Now, this isn't exactly a tagline, and I get this a lot. People get confused by this. Telling your story from a new perspective. That is a great slogan, and it's good to describe what he's doing, but it doesn't say if he's a videographer or how he does that. And maybe he isn't. Maybe he's a media storyteller. Maybe it's broader than that. But that's the thing to think about. He has his objective here, and his is graphic design. So primarily. And so that really is what's going to be more in his tagline, right? Designer. And that's why his style guide is very nice, because he is a graphic designer. You can have your icons. He's got primary colors. You don't need secondary colors, but you can. He does have a logo. He has the tone, and he's described it really well. He's given an example of the text he's using, okay? And he's kept it simple. He can have 3 because these are really simple, and I trust that he's going to know how to use them. We cannot use this header for body copy, for example. It won't read well, and it's not meant for that, all right? And so he's using it properly. He's demonstrating how he wants to set his images. That's not required. That's just something he wanted to do, okay? So this is an especially good one, a good portfolio strategy, okay? He's really set himself up. He has very little he has to do now, and his website does reflect this, all right? But I hope that this has been an explanation that helps you see a little bit about where you're going. I get anything in between this and hand-drawn, but please make your hand-drawn clean and legible and not too tiny. Make sure, I would use a Illustrator if I were you. You can also save your icons or any symbols that you create or buttons in Illustrator into your library and use them again. And so that is a really great place to put them, and you can then repurpose your wireframes that you create this time for something later, and you will be creating them later. So that's something to consider. All right, good luck everybody.